This is huge, Skip. I mean, regardless of how they use him, if they start him and let AD play the 4, I'm sure AD will be ecstatic about that. Like you said, we shot 34% from 3. Like, people get a Lakers jersey on and they just forget how to shoot. Like, great three-point shooters just aren't great anymore when the Lakers jersey's on. So I hope he is not is a different case. But Pau Gasol, a Lakers great, jersey just went in the rafters. During his Lakers career, averaged 18 and 9 or 18 and 10.
Okay.
This boy coming in is averaging 18 and 9 over the last three years, 38% shooting from 3.
Yep.
Like, I feel like he's going to be a great asset. I don't understand why we got him for this price. That's the question mark. I'm trying to figure out why he was sitting so late.
No.
But I'm just trying to figure why nobody else picked him up, because he seems like a really good player.
Yeah. The league
but he was sitting out
him.
there. So there's something. Yeah. There's something there, and I'm concerned a little bit about that.
Yeah, I don't know why he was hanging around, I guess, late in the game, and we were able to get him, but I'm glad we got him, right?
You stole him.
I think when you look at it, his ability to shoot, his ability to defend, he's another lone guy. So like Richard said, you can now have Anthony Davis move to the 4, something that he wants to do. You can keep him at the 5.
Yep.
Now you have different chess pieces that you can play with in different ways in the lineup. Like you say to yourself, LeBron's always had himself surrounded with pure shooters. Well, this is just another opportunity to get a guy who could shoot and not just stand there and clog up the middle. I'm excited about it. I want to see it kind of unfold and be put together before I get just over the top with it. But at the end of the day, I feel good about the signing. It does not put us in the position to be the lead front dogs in the West, because Phoenix got better. Yep. Okay, Denver's coming off. We know what Golden State could potentially be. Yep. So we still have some challenges ahead of us, because the other teams could potentially be better. We got to stay healthy. Anthony Davis has missed a lot of time. So when you look at Anthony Davis' time that he's missed for us, we have an insurance policy just in case we need that.
Yep, I agree.
A cheap insurance policy, by the way.
Oftentimes, a Christian Wood will put on the purple and gold at what used to be called Staples and walk out onto the floor and look across and say, wait a second, that's LeBron James over there. And all of a sudden, you start to shoot that 3 and your hand's shaking a little bit, and you don't shoot 38% from 3. I've seen it happen over and over again.
Who have we had that's come in that was deadly shooters that disappeared? Who?
Well,
Malik Beasley just did it last year.
Yeah.
Malik Beasley just did it last year.
That's why
Did he get enough run to be able to still be deadly?
Well, he got off cold and he stayed on the bench.
Exactly.
So,
and he stayed cold.
All right. So the point is, they re-signed Austin Reaves and Hachimura and D'Angelo, who has extreme skill. I know he comes and goes because he's not the mentally toughest kid, but Jared Vanderbilt is still there as a very mentally tough perimeter defender. Gabe Vincent, they added from Miami, and he's got mental toughness and the ability to heat up quickly. Speaking of heat, Cam Reddish, I've always liked because he has an NBA body, and he has been underutilized wherever he's been. Taurean Prince can play both ways, and Jackson Hayes is long and incredibly athletic for a 7-footer. So I love what Pelinka has done once again. He did it at the trade deadline, and you guys took off. Now, you lost Dennis Schroeder, who was kind of your closer last year, but he can come and go.
I'm good with that.
And you lost Lonnie Walker, who can get hot in spurts, because you want to talk about 6'8" and athletic and explosive. He is that. So you lost that. But you have the makings of a team that can contend for the Western Conference title, which would mean the NBA title. You have the makings of. You're third in the West in the odds right now. But again, you talked about Denver as the reigning champ. I'm going to say it again. 4 times in the playoffs, in the Western Conference Finals, you went to the 4th quarter neck and neck with the Denver Nuggets.
We got tired.
Okay,
we got wore down. We got wore down.
Was it we or he got tired?
We got wore down. Okay. Don't try to put it all on LeBron, man. All right. We're not going to do this.
Wait, are we talking about the LeBron James?
We're not going to do this.
Wait, who is the most supremely conditioned athlete in the history of sports? He got tired?
He's 50 years old.
He might be. I think he's 52 this year.
He's 50 years old. You can't log as many minutes as this man was logging in the playoffs and expect for his legs to just be fresh as if he's a rookie.
And he was already off an injury. He was coming off an injury.
That was a long time before that.
And he was beat up. And then you got to talk about, defending Jokic. if we got Christian Wood now, then AD doesn't have to sit there on Jokic the entire game and tire himself out on that side of it'll help. You know, you'll have somebody else that can deal with him. We didn't have anybody else in that series that could deal with him. We put Rui Hachimura on him for a while, and then that became a mismatch.
It was a mismatch.
And that was, you know, he tried. He gave his best, but
he did.
But at the end of the day, I think this gives us more matchups. This gives us more strengths. This gives us a situation where we can go old school and two bigs in the paint and offensive rebound and defensive rebound. We were second in defensive efficiency after the trade deadline, and that's what we talked about. This is going to improve us even more. He's averaged at least a block a game his entire career, so I expect that to continue and increase.
Yep.
If this is about Denver and the Joker, the problem that we'll have is that when he pulls us out from underneath the basket, he can still shoot it, right? That's. I mean, you saw what he did to us last year.
Yeah, but so can Christian Wood. You can offset some of that when your 6'10" center can back it out there and shoot it from three with confidence.
We can.
Yeah.
But when you talk about us being third right now with the odds makers, that's because of people like Joker. That's why we sitting at 3.
Okay.
Phoenix is right there. Let's not act like Phoenix didn't get stronger.
All right, so to finish my point about those 4 fourth quarters, LeBron, quote unquote, ran out of gas. I'll give you half of that excuse. And he shoots.
You can look at his legs and tell, Skip.
He shoots 7 of 23 in those 4 fourth quarters combined and 1 of 10 from 3.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, young Austin Reaves is rising and shining, saying, give me the damn ball.
And
guess what? When he got it in those 4 fourth quarters, he makes 8 of 10 and 7 of 8 from 3.
And at times, they deferred to Austin.
Not enough.
Okay, but maybe they didn't defer to him enough at that point in time. This is why you have off seasons. This is why you go and you do self-check to see now what went wrong in situations so that you don't repeat the same mistakes again.
Are you comfortable if they make Austin Reaves the closer for this team? Feed him the ball. Get him the ball in big clutch game-turning situations.
I don't even know what that means, though. Make him the closer.
I'll answer this.
Well, just give him the ball. Let him shoot. He only shot 10 shots in 4 fourth quarters.
I don't know what that means.
I'm not confident in
LeBron and AD,
because I know, and I think exactly that. You got LeBron and AD, and then at the end of the day, Skip, these are the kind of things that you go to when you're talking about LeBron's legacy. You'll sit there and say, he deferred to Austin Reaves. They won the championship. They won the NBA World Champion, but he deferred to Austin Reaves in the 4th quarter of the ball game. So it's not really it's Austin Reaves' championship because LeBron didn't make the last shot.
Man, I'm so glad you went to Stanford.
Yeah.
Because he tried. He would have got me with that one, Sherman.
He tried to
I wasn't smart on it, but you're right.
Wait a second.
You're right about that.
The problem you both have is that Vanderbilt is a better school than Stanford ever thought about being. So I'm the Vandy guy and he's the Stanford guy. So you're up against it here, which brings me back to the point I was trying to finish. If you look hard at the Lakers last year, I can give you 12 times in the regular season when LeBron wasn't out of gas, when they had chances to close deals and could not close the deals. 12 times. And I'll just give you 3 quick ones. Pacers early. You watch most of these games. Pacers early in the year. The Lakers are up 17 in the 4th with under 10 minutes left against the Pacers. And LeBron goes 2 of 8 in the 4th quarter. And Andrew Nembhard hits a walk-off with LeBron guarding him, okay? You can't do – that's inexcusable for LeBron James. I don't care if he's 52 years of age. Then the collapse at the Sixers. It's an overtime collapse in which in the 4th quarter and overtime, LeBron goes 1 of 5 and 0 of 2 from 3, and they blow a big lead and lose 13-2 in overtime. Then if we can go to the big Dallas game, it was a double overtime game, and LeBron in the 4th quarter and 2 overtimes goes 2 of 11 and 0 for 5 from 3. It's just not good enough. In the second overtime, he was 0 of 6 from the floor.
So he should have been 12 and 0.
No, I'm just trying to tell you. I'm saying
in your eyes, he should have been 12 and 0.
Where's the closer here? Who can you go to? Who can you say, he'll get us home?
Skip.
Hey, you say, what's a closer? I'll give you one.
I can pick many games where he closed, just like you picked 12, where he didn't close and he struggled in the 4th quarter. I can pick many games when he went nuts.
You say, what's a closer?
Yeah,
I give you Michael Jeffrey Jordan. That's a closer because I was there when they were in trouble, when they needed to just salt it away. He would just say, give me the ball and get out of the way.
And you didn't see LeBron do that at all?
No.
Oh, you've never seen LeBron do that?
Oh, I've seen him occasionally. But again, last year they struggled to close games because he did. And then in the fourth quarters, he ran out of gas. Okay, I'm just saying, this team on paper is good enough to contend, but you have to be able to win close games.
Richard, I am confident in my own self to believe that LeBron James, along with Anthony Davis, will continue to be our closer for the foreseeable future. I am confident in that.
Well, then you're
100%.
Then you'll continue to be.
And we will win another championship very soon.
Very soon? Well, if he's 52.
Very soon.
Well, it better be this year.
Banner 18.
Right?
Skip.
We coming, Skip.
Okay.
Don't worry about us.
All right. Will you bet me at least one dinner that they don't win another championship with LeBron James?
Oh, that's easy. Yeah, I'll bet you that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I
I'll
ain't
take
got
that one.
no. I want some of your
on
money.
that boat.
Okay.
I want some of the money.
All right. We're on the record, and it's going to taste good. That crow that you're
I want to
gonna
go to crustaceans.
Oh, do you? Really? Okay, I'll join you on that one.